topic that I wanted to discuss with you when you started talking about, philosophy. What is money? Kind of like, oh, like let's talk about this.
Yeah.
Let's talk about cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
I read this morning that Bloomberg just issued some sort of a statement, or someone just dropped a phrase that, like
Mhm.
we're now officially saying that cryptocurrency is like, I think they said it's gold or something, and I'm paraphrasing because I saw it in one of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And all of a sudden, like, okay, so they're starting to take on official level, they're putting cryptocurrency on notice, and they've been for a while, but now like they're
Yeah.
sort of, that the whole cryptocurrency thing is going back right now, and it's not really collapsing. It's at the 7,000 United States dollars right now. What
Mhm.
is your perspective on cryptocurrency? Is this something that you as a private person would want to have in your portfolio, and if yes, then why?
So I have a bit of a tainted view of cryptocurrency. So let's start with the beginning, right? Cryptocurrency, my understanding, is based on blockchain technology, right? Which is something that computer scientist friends of mine have attempted to explain. You might as well be speaking in a combination of Chinese, Greek, and Martian. I don't know what the hell that is. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, it's a currency like
Mm-hmm.
any other currency. And it depends on, the two people transacting agreeing to a value.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So whether people want to pay with cryptocurrency or currency of a sovereign nation, to me, it makes no difference. So I see cryptocurrency likely becoming a real thing. It's a matter of what can I buy with it,
Mm-hmm.
right? And when I can start buying the things that I need, right? Food or a house, as opposed to illicit drugs and weapons, like illegal weapons, when I can start buying the things that I need with it, then it's going to be something real. And then it's just going to be a currency like any other that people will speculate on, that people will use for hedging purposes, so
Mm-hmm.
on and so forth. And it's a matter of the governments of the world
Mm-hmm.
to get together to learn how do we control and tax this. Because ultimately, they have to be able to see what's going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
they need to know who to tax to get money into their pockets to build roads and to provide healthcare and so on and so forth.
Right. And I feel like one of the strengths of cryptocurrency, as far as what they sell on it, let's like be a Bitcoin, for example, it's really decentralized, so it's not being governed by any government, so they cannot really print more of it because there's no more than 22 million Bitcoins in the world,
Right.
in that are will be
Yeah.
built in the future, will be mined or already mined, and
Right.
so that kind of gives this protection against it's basically going back to the gold standards all over again.
Right.
And I feel like that kind of gives the control. And again, I'm not an economist myself too, but I
Right.
feel like that's like a good huge selling point on cryptocurrency and Bitcoin in particular. I'm just thinking, I don't know, you as someone who is in wealth management and estate
Yeah.
protection, have you ever dealt with this cryptocurrency thing on like a scale where like, oh, like, okay, this is something that I need to deal with seriously as part of my business? And actually, do you hold any cryptocurrency in your portfolio, if you don't mind me asking?
So I don't have any cryptocurrency. I'm very, 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 I'm a very basic, I'm basic, man. I've dealt with cryptocurrency on a number of occasions. I've advised people that were, mining. I think it was Ether, not Bitcoin,
Mm-hmm.
but they're mining Ether. But then it just didn't pan out because the electricity costs were too high. I don't know, something
Mm-hmm.
along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
And I've reported for tax purposes. And this
Mm-hmm.
was interesting because this was before there was even a position by the taxing authorities on what it was. I've had to like figure out how to calculate gains and losses on cryptocurrency.
Right. Me too.
Yeah,
I've done
it's
that in the
crazy.
past. It's
Yeah,
crazy, yeah. But luckily, like for example, I didn't have too much of that crypto cash,
yeah,
so I had to like figure it out basically on what's the capital gain
yeah,
on that, and
yeah.
but yeah,
But but
it's
I've seen
something new.
families go into financial ruin with crypto, right?
Yeah.
I have one client that literally lost just under $1 million trading crypto, like on his own, and that's the thing. It's unprecedented. We
Mm-hmm.
don't know what it is. I hear people with giving the same argument that you gave. There's a limited number of Bitcoins, but I'm sure we can buy and sell with fractional Bitcoins.
Right.
And there's nothing stopping somebody from creating a whatever coin if Bitcoins run out, right? So if we hit the maximum on Bitcoin, then somebody's going to create another crypto, and so on and so forth, over and over. And once again, let's look at the philosophy of money, right? Is it worth something to you? If something is worth something to you, right? If you like bananas, but your buddy hates bananas, and there's only one banana left in the world, you're probably going to pay $1,000 if you got that $1,000 lying around. But the other guy, you couldn't pay him to eat the damn thing, right? So is Bitcoin, like all these cryptocurrencies, they're here. I don't think they're going to go away. I think they're going to grow. I think there's going to be a use for them, right? I don't know where it's going to go to. And it's pretty interesting because, I'm hoping that over the course of my career and the course of my life, I get to watch it pan out. But no, I don't advise on it. I have a big philosophy. If I don't understand something 100%, I will not advise on it. End of story. And if I cannot explain the investment to my client and have them understand it, I won't put it in my client's portfolio.
Makes sense.
So, I'm dealing with retail investors. And usually who are these people? Who has money? People in their 50s, 60s, and 70s, right? They're not, generally speaking, they're not sophisticated. Because if they were sophisticated, they wouldn't hire me. They would do it on their own, right? So it's not, I'm not dealing with hedge fund managers, so on and so forth. So I'm like, hey, look, buy a couple bank stocks, buy a couple utilities, round it out with some ETFs, things that we can understand, right? Collect the dividend, reinvest, let it grow.
So let's talk about